Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Mulney's World of Weather. You clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for June 20th through July 4th. For June 20th to 24th, we're still forecasting trough in the west, ridging in the east. This is GFS, the European. Now, if we get to the European, maybe it's in the other period, it develops a strong trough. Let's see if I can bring it right here. It was a GFS, this 594 DM. This is as strong as it gets around here. 594 ridge. So with this ridge, this will spread hazardous heat across the eastern states. And then the ridge will weaken as we get to the end of the period. Start seeing how the flow kind of flattens a little bit. Northern stream across the northern states. It'll cause temperatures to moderate some later in the week, late in the forecast. But we have a lot of heat and humidity to go through this. Western energy will enter the plains during this period, and this will bring a heavier rainfall from the northern plains to the Midwest. You can see right here, as the trough ejects energy out from that. And now we have energy associated with the system down here, associated with the Central America gyre. Will send moisture to the East Coast, and I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, now we're going to look at the period for June 25th to the 29th. Now the flow flattens some. We still have a little bit of a troughing here in the west. Zone of flow, ridge sets up across the southern states. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for, let me see if I can get this, above normal temperatures for much of the country, and I'll forecast anomalies near or greater than 8 degrees above normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, and for this region, probability of occurrence is 35%. Above normal precipitation forecast here, and for much of the Gulf Coast states. And the probability of occurrence is 35 to 40%. More like 40% here, 35% here. Okay, looking now for the period for June 30th to July 4th. Get back to the models. Not much overall changes forecast. Still have troughing in the west. Ridge here across the southern states. Zone of flow to the north. So I'm keeping the temperature anomalies the same. Little change from the previous period. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of this region here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Now we're going to get to the tropics. This area we're going to look at here now. This area here has the greatest chance of occurrence. As of last look, it has a 70% chance of development, and might be even higher now. But this thing now has developed an area of low pressure system, and conditions are favorable for further development as it moves to the west and northwest, and we'll look and see what the models have to do with that. Okay, so keep your eye on the Central America region there. This is the European. This is a GFS, I'm sorry. Okay, it kind of develops over the weekend, doesn't really develop, and it's still weak. And then it moves west-northwest, or kind of meanders in the Gulf, and then kind of lifts towards the Gulf Coast states. Then it gets stronger before it reaches the coast. So this thing has to be watched. Still fairly weak, 101 millibar low, 001 millibar low, but it has to be watched. Another area is concerned. Is the area concerned is located several hundred miles east of the Bahamas. And this is associated with with a surface trough, and conditions are favorable as it moves to the west-northwest. And we'll see what the models how to do that. So keep your eye here. Okay, you see a low developed. See it 1018 low. It's weak, and then it approaches the southeast coast Thursday and Friday, and this could bring rainfall here to the region. Now, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. It doesn't show much precipitation with it, but as it gets caught up with the westerlies and moves up to the north, this could bring some welcome rain with the predicted heat wave that's predicted for the east. That might bring some rains to parts of the east. So there's a lot to watch, and we'll keep an eye on that as it develops. That's it for now. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for June 20th through July 4th. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.